to Le Mans Ultimate. I'm on the catch-up. There's been so much new updates and things happening at the minute that I missed this at the end of July. We're now in the middle of August, so I finally got to this. They've added some new stuff. We've got new cars in the Alpine and the Cadillac Evo. We've also got new tracks in Laguna Seca and Daytona, so we're branching off into America. So let's go and do it. Let's just stop talking and get on with the racing. Go race, let's do it. Here we go. Okay, here we are. Ready for the race start.
Formation lap has started.
There we go. Formation lap has started and has instantly come to a stop. So here we are, straight into the new update. And this is the first, I guess, bug that I've noticed. When you try and start a race here now, especially at Laguna Seca, I haven't really noticed it anywhere else. But here at Laguna Seca, there is an issue. I don't know if the cars are spawning within the safety car, but here at the front, you can see that the safety car has 009 Aston Martin sticking within it. So there's definitely an issue here. Not sure what it is, not sure why this happens, but if you just try and start a race, and this is what you get. But you can skip this, so it's not a big deal. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to do the full formation lap. You can just backspace it, and then you can be at the start of the race. So it doesn't matter too much, but I did notice that seems to be a bit of an issue, because you can't actually do a formation lap. So that's interesting. So here we are in the hypercar. I chose the Cadillac. We've gone for the new Cadillac 101. This car is. I tried it yesterday. I don't normally drive the hypercars, so I thought I'd give it a go. Struggled a little bit with the brakes, and I've come to learn that apparently you need to take some of the electric energy away. If you brake with full electric energy still in the tank, apparently it can really unsettle the car and make it lock up easily. So here in the start lap, my suggestion is just to drag the throttle and the brake. So I've got my throttle on full, my brake's pretty much on full. We're not locking up, but we are braking enough. And that's dropped my energy from 100 down to 64%. So I should now have room in the braking zones, apparently, or so I've been told. If I'm wrong, please do let me know in the comments down below. Oh, but we're on green! So we go, go, go! Here we go. In the new 2026 cars, this thing. Listen to it! Doesn't it sound good? Oh, nip up the inside of the other Cadillac. There we go. There's a new Aston Martin. Look at the massive wing on it. We got the new Genesis in here as well, the new Alpines. I love the back of the Alpines with the way that the A makes up the brake light. I think they're really cool. Very, very tricky to drive. They definitely take some getting used to. And I find if you are driving against the AI, they really do brake late, but then get hard on the apex. Whereas I find I'm a bit more earlier and gentler on the brakes and go a bit deeper into the corner. So you do have to be careful. For the first time into the corkscrew, does everybody make it through? It looks like they're getting there. Oh, big grip round there. You can feel the car though just wanting to let go at every opportunity. Oh, very tricky to drive these, but enjoyable because of that noise. Oh, look, we got to drive on him. Go, go, go. Oh, I wanted to get closer. You hear the noise. That's the cool thing about the Endurance Championship is everyone's running different engines. It's so cool. Like there's a V6 in this. That I believe, that Aston's got a V12 in it. I believe the Genesis has got a V8. It's so cool the way they're all different engines. I really like that. I think that's wicked. But there's not really much else to say about the new update. For me, it feels very similar. Maybe I don't play the game enough. I don't play this game every day. Like I say, we're a bit late to the update, really. We did have a go on stream last Tuesday. For you that aren't aware, I do stream 3 days a week at the minute. We do Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays we do streams. So we did have a go on this last week, and we got some Laguna Seca results. We start at the back normally when I do the online races. But yeah, here at Laguna, we didn't do too bad. I can't remember the exact results, but we went from the back. I think the highest we got was 5th in one of the races, so that was pretty decent in the LMP3 cars. And yeah, the track feels how you expect. It's Laguna Seca. I mean, it's now WeatherTech Raceway, but you know, it's Laguna Seca. I remember Laguna Seca from a long time ago. I believe Gran Turismo 2 I played a lot of Laguna Seca in. That's how old I am. And thoroughly enjoyed it from there. And it's nice to see it back in racing games again. Especially here in Le Mans. I really like Le Mans. I think it feels great. I'm a big fan of the simulator as it is. Trying to be late on those brakes. With these cars, you really have to trust the process. You have to find your braking zones and then trust that that's where it is, because as soon as you start trying to push it a bit more, I found, at least anyway with myself, it just starts locking up and getting spinny, and it's so hard to recover. But yeah, Laguna Seca feels like Laguna Seca. There's nothing really, I don't want to sound miserable, but there's nothing special about it. It feels good. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad feeling. It definitely feels like a good track, and it's fun to race at. It's very difficult to race at. It is quite tight, so it can be very argy-bargy and bumpy online if you are against real people out there. So yeah, be aware of that. But apart from that, I mean, it's Laguna Seca. They've done a great job. I think it looks great. It feels great. All the tarmac's where it should be, you know. There's plenty of crowd here watching the race. The cars seem to do okay. Pretty damn decent. Pretty damn decent. Okay, and now we get stuck into some Daytona action. This again, not to sound boring and dull, but again, it's a good track. It feels like Daytona. It looks like Daytona, feels like Daytona. I think it might be Daytona. Yeah, feels great. No real big issues with the map, I don't think. There's no, like on Laguna Seca, where we saw that we couldn't go through the start line and do a formation lap. This track doesn't have any of those issues or anything like that, so yeah, you can, it seems totally fine. Doesn't have the bug like Laguna Seca, which is good. Oh, here's our teammate. We got some smoke. They're getting loose now. I'm getting loose. Oh, I got on the dirty stuff. Got it spun around. Oh, I got to wait for the whole field. Spin it all the way around. There we go. But yeah, it doesn't feel like anything special in a sense, but it is cool to have Daytona, which means now we can do like endurance races here, which will be really, really cool. I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited. Hopefully maybe we'll get some proper 24-hour races again. I don't know if you remember, but R Factor 2 did some 24 hours. They used to do 24 hours of Le Mans. They did have lots of problems with it. Hopefully Le Mans Ultimate won't, but it means that we might see some proper, like the 24 hours of Daytona again and stuff like that, which I think is really cool. I'm very excited for things like that. I thought this time we'd try the Aston because of that sound that it produced. It's much easier on the brakes. You don't have to worry about the energy. There's no battery system in this one. That's why it's got the V12. And again, yeah, these cars just feel decent. They feel normal. They do take a few laps to get used to. I'm definitely not 100% there or anywhere near, really. But yeah, feels great. Feels great. I think most of the update, I think all the stuff behind the scenes is what the big stuff is there. I think there's a lot to do with like the Joker. Don't know if you've heard about this Joker system. I personally, I don't think it should even be a thing. I think it's people trying to come up with things to justify their game and justify their job. And, well, why do you have that position? Well, I came up with the Joker idea. Why do we need it? Like, well, because I had a bad race, I can now get rid of it off of my stats. I mean, that's just... Are we trying to cheat everything in life now? You know, I personally don't understand it. I don't see the need for it. You had a bad race, you can only do it, I think, every 10 races you get one now. They were locking it behind a paywall, so that shows you about what it's all about as well, really, in my opinion. So yeah, I personally don't think that we should even have the Joker system. If you have a bad race, you have a bad race. To me, that's the whole point of online racing. If the online racing is that bad and you can't get a good race, well, that's because of the way that people decide to go racing, because they smash each other off the track, and the racecraft is atrocious right now. But I have made videos on those as well, so if you'd like to know about all racecraft, stick around, because there'll be videos and playlists afterwards for you to check out. But yeah, again, like I say, nothing, it doesn't feel anything special as such. I'm scared about running into the back of these guys. Doesn't feel anything special as such, but ooh, like that. But yeah, I need to get used to these hypercars. But yeah, I mean, it's an update. Like I say, I don't feel that there's anything overly special about it. I'm happy to have it though. I'm not complaining at all. Very happy to have Daytona and Laguna Seca, but you know, like we have these tracks in other games, so it's nothing new, nothing special, which you know, doesn't sound great, I know, but that's just the reality of it. It's the truth, you know. That's just how it is sometimes. But yeah, thoroughly enjoy it. We did some online races at Laguna Seca. I haven't done any at Daytona yet. But we do have a Discord, our PSR Discord, if you'd like to race with us or help out in any way. Like, we are doing the online co-op races. So if you'd like a team for that, check out the Discord. There's plenty of space to leave all your LMU details and such in there. And yeah, come racing with us. It'd be good fun. But there you go. Woo! Daytona! The other thing that I'll point out for newer people, perhaps, that haven't raced at Daytona, is the pit lane. Here's a very interesting thing about Daytona's pit lane. Firstly, the pit on button you don't need until right at those cones, so you can get very late into the pits before you need to put the button on, but you have to be careful that you brake enough, because it's very quick off of that banking. But it's more the exit that I want to show you. A lot of people will think that you can get to, say, around here where you normally would, safety car, you'd hit the button there, right, because the line's there. But here at Daytona, the safety car line is all the way around the corner. So you have to stay on your safety, on your pit limiter all the way around here. And these green bollards and this green light, this is the line. Now you can take it off. Now you can take off that pit limiter. So yeah, little extra tip at the end there for you. But there we go. Thank you very much for joining me for another one. I'm very happy with the update. I think it's great. I don't see any issues with it apart from that starting formation line, but you don't normally see that sort of thing anyway, especially because we're normally racing online, so that's not a big issue. Just a little interesting thing I found while I was making the video. But yeah, like it sounds bad that I say it's nothing special, because it is special. You know, we've had a new update. This is great. These people are working exceptionally hard. However, this is a track and car combinations that we've had for a while in other games and such, AMS2, which is the best game ever. But, you know, so there are bits that I like. But yeah, nothing. I thought we'd have a bit more, but nothing really crazy to write home about. I think more of the controversy from this update came with that whole Joker system. If you don't know about the Joker system, there are plenty of videos out there on it where people are whinging and moaning. And to me, we shouldn't have it at all. Like, what are we doing here? Like, come on, this is gaming. Games are hard sometimes. That's the point. That's why only so many people can get into motorsport, because it is hard. You know, if we start making it easier, like, there's no challenge then. But that's just my opinion, and probably means nothing. But there you go. Till next time, stay safe. I will see you soon. There's a playlist. There's some more videos. Be good. Peace.